Imagine walking into a dealership with $41,000 and walking out with a vehicle that has more space, better fuel economy, and more features than a $70,000 luxury SUV. Sounds impossible, right? Well, Toyota just pulled it off with the 2026 Sienna. And what I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about family vehicles. By the end of this video, you'll understand why smart buyers are ditching expensive SUVs and saving tens of thousands of dollars in the process. Let's dive in. The 2026 Toyota Sienna starts at just $41,000. But here's where things get interesting. For that price, you're getting a standard hybrid powertrain that delivers 36 miles per gallon in both city and highway driving. Think about that for a second. Most three-row SUVs are guzzling gas at 18 to 22 miles per gallon, and they're costing you $20,000 to $30,000 more upfront. The math here is actually insane. If you drive 15,000 miles per year at $4 per gallon, the Sienna saves you over $1,500 annually compared to a typical SUV. Over 5 years of ownership, that's $7,500 just in fuel costs, not even counting the lower purchase price. But Toyota didn't stop at efficiency. The Sienna comes standard with a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, paired with 2 electric motors in the front-wheel drive model. If you opt for all-wheel drive, you get a third motor on the rear axle. Combined output sits at 245 horsepower, which is enough to hit 60 miles per hour in 7.6 seconds. That's legitimately quick for a minivan, and honestly faster than many family SUVs that cost significantly more. The power delivery is smooth and refined thanks to the hybrid system, making stop-and-go traffic feel effortless. Now let's talk about space, because this is where the Sienna absolutely embarrasses expensive SUVs. You're getting seating for up to 8 passengers with generous legroom in all 3 rows. The third row isn't some punishment zone like you find in most SUVs. It's actually comfortable enough for adults on longer trips. Cargo capacity is impressive too, and when you fold down those rear seats, you've got a massive cargo area that can swallow everything from furniture to sports equipment. The kicker, all of this comes in a package that's easier to park and maneuver than a massive SUV. You get the space without the stress of piloting a boat through tight parking lots. Toyota engineered this thing to be practical first, and that philosophy shows in every detail. Here's where the Sienna really flexes on the competition. Even the base model comes loaded with features that you'd have to pay extra for in most SUVs. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, along with a wireless charging pad for your phone. The base trim includes an 8-inch touchscreen, 6 speakers, a 7-inch display in the gauge cluster, and 3-zone climate control. That's already better equipped than base model SUVs that cost $50,000 or more. But if you step up to higher trims, things get really interesting. You can upgrade to a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system that's responsive and intuitive. The driver gets a matching 12.3-inch digital display that's customizable and easy to read. For zone climate control means everyone in the vehicle can set their own temperature, which is a lifesaver on family road trips. And here's something brilliant that Toyota added for 2025 that carries over to this year. There's an onboard vacuum system mounted right in the front center console. Not in the back like the Honda Odyssey, but up front where it's actually convenient to grab and use. If you've got kids, you know how quickly crumbs and debris accumulate. This vacuum is a game changer. Higher trims also offer a digital rear-view mirror, which uses a camera to give you an unobstructed view behind the vehicle even when the third row is occupied or you've got cargo stacked high. Rear seat passengers get an 11.6-inch entertainment display to keep them occupied on long drives. The available 12-speaker JBL premium audio system sounds fantastic, rivaling systems in luxury SUVs. And get this, you can even option a FridgeBox Junior refrigerator to keep drinks and snacks cold. Toyota thought of everything here. The 2025 model brought massive improvements to the infotainment system, making it faster and more user-friendly, plus a more efficient wireless charger that actually works properly. These updates carry forward to 2026, and there's speculation that Toyota might introduce their new 14-inch touchscreen from the Tacoma. If that happens, the Sienna would have one of the largest and most advanced infotainment systems in any family vehicle, regardless of price. Safety is non-negotiable when you're hauling your family around, and Toyota takes this seriously with the Sienna. Standard equipment includes blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, which helps prevent accidents in parking lots and during lane changes. The Toyota Safety Sense suite comes standard and includes pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, automatic high beams, full speed range, dynamic radar cruise control, and road sign assist. Now, the Sienna currently uses Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which is slightly older than the 3.0 system found in newer Toyota models. There's a strong possibility that 2026 could bring that upgrade, which would add features like proactive driving assist that applies gentle braking and steering inputs for safer cornering. The 2025 Sienna earned a 5-star overall safety rating from NHTSA, which is the highest distinction possible. It also received the IIHS Top Safety Pick Award for 2025, which is the second highest honor from that organization. These ratings should carry over to the 2026 model, giving you confidence that your family is protected. Compare that to some luxury SUVs that don't achieve these ratings despite costing significantly more, and the value proposition becomes even clearer. As for the driving experience, the Sienna handles like a well-tuned family hauler should. The suspension is comfortable and absorbs bumps without feeling floaty or disconnected. Road noise is well controlled, and the cabin stays quiet even at highway speeds. The hybrid powertrain delivers smooth, linear acceleration that feels more refined than traditional automatic transmissions. There's no gear hunting or lurching, just seamless power delivery. Now, under part throttle in certain situations, the engine can sound a bit thrashy and unrefined, which is one of the few complaints about the power. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to be aware of. The steering is light and easy, making parking and low-speed maneuvers effortless despite the Sienna's size. Visibility is excellent thanks to large windows and available cameras. Overall, it drives smaller than it is, which is exactly what you want in a family vehicle. It's not trying to be sporty, and that's perfectly fine because it nails the comfort and practicality that actually matter. Let's bring this all together and talk about why the Sienna makes so much sense. You're looking at a starting price around $41,000 for the base model and around $58,500 for the top trim. Even fully loaded, you're spending less than a base model luxury 3-row SUV. You're getting hybrid efficiency that saves you thousands per year at the pump. You're getting legitimate space for 8 passengers and their cargo. You're getting advanced safety technology that protects your family. And you're getting thoughtful features like that front console vacuum and optional refrigerator that show Toyota actually understands how families use these vehicles. The competition includes the Honda Odyssey, Chrysler, Pacifica, and Kia Carnival, and they're all solid choices. The Odyssey offers more power and a removable second row. The Pacifica has a plug-in hybrid option. The Carnival undercuts on price. But the Sienna's combination of standard hybrid efficiency, Toyota reliability, and comprehensive feature set makes it incredibly compelling. Toyota has been building the Sienna since the late 1990s. And this current generation that launched in 2021 represents decades of refinement and learning. They know what works. Now, there are some trade-offs. The third-row windows are smaller than ideal, which can feel a bit claustrophobic for passengers back there. The second-row seats aren't removable like in some competitors, so if you need maximum cargo flexibility, that's worth considering. And yes, some rivals offer more outright power. But for most families, the Sienna's 245 horsepower is plenty, especially when it comes packaged with that incredible fuel economy. The current generation is expected to run for about 10 years, similar to the previous generation, so we're looking at a redesign around 2031. That means this 2026 model is hitting its stride in the middle of its life cycle, benefiting from years of updates and improvements without being outdated. The 2026 Sienna should arrive in dealerships in fall 2025 with modest price increases from the current model. When you factor in everything you're getting, the ownership costs you're avoiding, and the proven Toyota reliability, the Sienna represents one of the smartest vehicle purchases you can make today. It's not flashy, it's not trying to make a statement, but it absolutely delivers where it counts. If you want to see the full breakdown, links are in the description below. Make sure to subscribe because we've got more reviews coming that will save you serious money.